All right, so welcome to class today. In class, if you want to start to elevate your hips a little bit, maybe bringing a blanket, it's anything to make your hips a little bit higher. And you can sit in whatever position is comfortable for you today. Your legs can be forward, they can be Indian style, whatever you choose today. Just allow yourself to sit down. Maybe bringing your hands by your glutes, opening up the flesh through the glutes, making sure that you're nice and rooted into the ground. Allow it to feel the warmth of the sun touching your skin, touching the crown of your head, feeling that cool breeze, and start to find your breath. I want everyone to take a nice deep inhale in, and go ahead and sigh it out. On your next breath, breathe in through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's go ahead and bring our left hand down towards our knee, palm facing up. Right hand, make 2 fingers and bring them to your third eye. So we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. So plug your thumb and your ring finger at your nostrils. I'll guide you through this. So your 2 fingers, bring them right here, right between your third eye. Very nice. Making a little bit of pressure, feeling that space there. All right, now let's take a nice deep breath in and exhale it out. Go ahead and plug your nostril with your thumb and inhale through the opposite nostril for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Switch your fingers, ring finger to the nostril. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Switch your fingers. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Switch fingers. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Switch your fingers. Thumb on the nostril. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Keep breathing like this as you inhale for 5, holding for 3. Take about 2 more rounds on each side of your nose. And when you're ready, go ahead and release your hand down towards your knee. On your next breath, go ahead and inhale, reach the hands all the way up to the sky. Interlace your fingers, send the palms of the hand all the way up. And as you exhale, go ahead and release your left hand down onto the mat. Right hand reaches all the way up to the sky and lean over. Very nice. Make sure both of your hips are down onto the mat. Look up at the big, blue, beautiful sky. And that bottom hand, go ahead and walk it down a little bit more, making more space between your ear and your shoulder. Slight hug in the back of the shoulders. Go ahead and release your ear down towards your shoulders. Maybe bring your chin all the way down towards your shoulder. And find an area of tightness and breathe into that space. Soften your knees. On your next breath, the top hand that's hovering above, go ahead and bring it all the way over towards the bathrooms and pull that hand. Keep your neck exactly where it's at. Very nice. Go ahead and, that hovering hand, go ahead and bring it onto the hip. Very nice. And keep your head exactly where it's at. The hand that's on the floor, go ahead and walk it in towards the hips. Very nice. Hand that's on the hip, go ahead and bring it towards your low back. And interlace your fingers and bring it all the way over towards the left side. Very nice. The head is still tractioning over towards the left side. As we breathe in, soften the shoulders, and exhale, we let go of any of the tension, any of the stress. On your next breath, go ahead, release your hands, bring your left hand towards your ear, and inhale, lift your head all the way back up. Let's inhale both of the hands all the way up. Release your right hand down onto the floor. Left hand comes all the way over towards the bathrooms. Breathing. As we release our hand that's on the floor a little bit further, making space from our shoulder to our ear. Releasing your head all the way down. Finding that area of tightness with your chin. Still breathing into that space. On your next breath, top hand reaches all the way up and over towards the lake. Pulling your fingertips to the lake. Still breathing in through that side neck. On your next breath, the hovering hand comes towards the hips, and the hand that's on the floor walks in towards your hips. Keep your head exactly where it's at. The hand that's on the hip, bring it all the way towards your low back. Interlace your fingers. Pull your fingertips towards the bathrooms. Soften your shoulder, soften the neck. Breathe deep into that side neck. On your next breath, go ahead, release your hands, bring your hand towards your ear, and inhale, bring your head all the way back to the center. Go ahead and shrug your shoulders forwards and backwards. All right, very nice. All right, so let's go ahead and bring our feet together, bring the soles of the feet together. And you can bring your hands, interlace them at the toes. And if your knees are up, that's totally fine. Just maybe work your feet a little bit forward. But what we want to focus on is making sure that your back is nice and straight. So if you need to grab your shins, totally fine. But as you inhale, imagine that your heart is lifting up out of your hips. You're pulling your knees down using the hip flexors, the inside part of your hips. And as you exhale, pull your heart forward. Breathing in, maybe lifting up an inch. And as you exhale, see if you can pull the heart in a little bit more. Softening your elbows towards the shins. Sending your tailbone to the back. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. On your next breath, release the hands down onto the mat. Lift yourself all the way up. Very nice. Go ahead and grab a hold of your left ankle and bring the foot behind you. So right behind your hips here. And if you're welcome to remove the bolsters, the blocks, anything out. So the front leg is going to be almost parallel to the front edge of your mat. And this other leg is about a 90-degree openness here. So, all right, so hands come by your side, and inhale, lift your heart up. And as you exhale, fold over your leg. So what we're going for here is a nice stretch. It should be into the glute and also through the side hip. Breathe deep into the glute area. Taking those 5 seconds to breathe all the way in and exhaling, releasing it down. For 3, 2, 1, bring your hands down onto the mat. Lift yourself all the way back up. Very nice. Bring your hands over. Let's bring our other foot towards the front. The other one, grab a hold of the ankle, bring it all the way towards the back. Very nice. So hands by your hips. Inhale, lift the heart up, make yourself nice and straight. And as you exhale, fold over. Taking a nice deep breath in, sending it all the way down towards the hips. Taking one more breath. On your next breath, hands down onto the mat, lift yourself all the way back up. Very nice. And let's go ahead and bring our feet forward. Very nice. All right, so we're gonna bring our hands behind our knees and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, release yourself all the way down to the mat. All right, move all your props off towards the side. We're going to work into our core a little bit here. So imagine that your feet are pushing up against a wall. Your knees are stacked over your shoulders. And then your hands, I want you to interlace your fingers behind your ears and release your thumbs so that they are coming towards the side of your neck. All right, everyone's looking really good right now. All right, so we're going to practice here. So with our breath, this is all our breath practice. We're going to work into our core. So as we exhale, I want you to just lift the heart up. Imagine your elbows are splaying out some more. Very nice. Look up at the big, beautiful sky. And as you inhale, release back down onto the mat. Very nice. Exhale, lift yourself up. Inhale, release down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, release down. Once more. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back down. All right, we're going to take this a little bit further. You can stay on what we were doing just now. If you want to come a little bit more, we're going to do bicycle abs. So as you exhale, I want you to lift yourself up. Bring your right elbow towards your left knee. You're curling in. Now that left leg, go ahead and push it out towards the front. Now, easier if you lift your leg up, harder if it's down towards the mat. All right, as you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, switch sides. Bring your left elbow towards the right knee. Very nice. Inhale, come back to center. We're taking it very slow. As you exhale, switch sides. Make contact, elbow and knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side. Taking it slow and steady. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, opposite side. Let's flow with our breath. I want 2 more on each side. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, opposite side. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more set. Inhale. And exhale. We crunch. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. Last one. Exhale. Let's bring our elbow to our knee. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. Very nice. Go ahead and release your feet down onto the ground. Release your hands by your hips towards the heels. Coming into a bridge pose. As we inhale, lift your hips up off of the ground. Send your knees forward. Keep your head looking up at the sky. Softening the shoulders, softening the jaw, pulling the knees forward, squeezing your glutes up. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release your hips all the way back down. Very nice. Release your hands out towards the side. Bring your knees, your knees over your hips. And as you exhale, release your knees over towards the right side, coming into a supine twist. Send your gaze over towards the left. Take a nice deep breath into the side body. On your next breath, bring your gaze back to center. Bring your knees back to center. And as you exhale, send the knees over towards the opposite side. Send your gaze over towards the right. On your next inhale, bring your gaze back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Wonderful, everyone. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Grab a hold of the back of your knees and then bring them in. Make yourself into a little ball. Now your forehead, see if you can meet your knees. Bend your elbows and then begin to rock forwards and backwards. Keep your chin tucked in as you rock forwards and backwards. All right, let's just take about a nice 5 rolls here, and then we're gonna come into a standing position. So make yourself get a little bit of momentum, and then gracefully as we can, lift yourself all the way up. All right, very nice, everyone. So at the top of our mat, I want you to look down at your feet. Open your feet nice and wide. Open the big toe, the pinky toe. Very nice. And then one by one, release them down onto the mat. Very nice. Reach your hands up and out of the sky. Interlace your fingers. Index finger points up to the sky. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to come off towards the left side, coming into this half moon pose. Send your hips over towards the opposite side. Look underneath your armpit, look up at the sky. On your next breath, inhale, lift yourself all the way to center. Exhale to the opposite side. Breathing still, we're not holding our breath. Inhale, come back to center. And as we exhale, we're back bending. So bend your knees, send your hips forward, and open your arms, cactus arms. Let a big sigh out. Inhale, come back to center. Let's do that 2 more times. As we exhale, fall back, look behind you. Inhale to center. Exhale, fall back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. So with your forward fold, you can keep your knees slightly bent so that you can touch the ground. Very nice. Soften the neck. Bring your hands to your opposite elbow. Sway side to side. On your next breath, hands to your shins. Inhale, come halfway up. So your tailbone is pulling towards the back. The crown of the head is pulling forward. Your arms are straight. Your back is straight. As you exhale, forward fold once again, seeing if you can come down a little bit deeper. Your legs are a little bit straighter. On your next breath, bring your hands towards your hips. Inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, we lift to standing. And inhaling the hands to the sky, grabbing a hold of whatever is out there in the universe. And as we exhale, we pass it in through our third eye and into our heart. Wonderful. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto our shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto our hips. Inhale, lift yourself vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up. Hands reach up. Exhale, reach your hands down to your heart. Very nice. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. This time, bend your knees and release your hands down onto the mat. Step your right foot to the back into this high lunge. Very nice. So, option here, you can release the back knee down or keep it up for a little bit more strength. Your knee is over your ankle at all times, not past it. Very nice. Now, as we inhale, I want you to lift your hips up. Keep your knee exactly where it's at. And as we exhale, release the hips, look forward, open your heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Very nice. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop the hips, look up. Very nice. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop down. Very nice. Go ahead, release the hands towards the inside part of the foot. The front foot opens up, maybe to a 10 o'clock position. So your hands are in between, on the inside part of your foot. Back knee down if you choose. So this is lizard pose. You can stay here. We're opening up through the groin area. If you want a little bit more, release your forearms down, but make sure your heart is pulling forward. Taking it to whatever level you're comfortable with today. We're breathing, opening up through the hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your hands back down onto the mat. Right hand right underneath your face. Inhale, lift the left hand all the way up to the sky. Open up. Exhale, bring your hand down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. One more time. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we bring it down. Very nice. Step your left foot to the back of the mat, coming into your plank. Now with plank, it's very important that we have our alignment straight. So at any point, if plank is too much, release your knees down towards the mat. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrist. Make sure your fingers are nice and wide, and that you're clawing your fingertips into the mat like a cat. All right, look in between your hands, between your thumbs. Your knees are straight if they're up. Engage the core. We're breathing for 3, 2, 1. Everyone knees down onto the mat. Pull the heart forward, chaturanga all the way down. Bellies down onto the ground. Baby cobra, squeeze your elbows together. Keep your hands exactly where they're at. And inhale, lift your heart up. No weight onto the hands. Maybe float your hands off. Exhale, release down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Very nice. Curl your toes. Roll back into a child's pose. Knees wide onto the mat. Big toe touch together. Release the hips down towards the back of the mat. Forehead down onto the floor. So your hands are pushing forward so that your hips can come down a little bit more. You're softening the neck. You can use any props so that your head meets the floor. Softening, breathing through your back, through your hips. Softening the elbows. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to tabletop pose. Coming into our cows and cats, so hips over our knees, shoulders over our wrist. And as we inhale, we look up to the sky. We send the tailbone up to the sky. We open up through our bellies. And as we exhale, we bring the chin to our chest. We curl the tailbone towards our knees. We open the back of the heart. Inhale into our cow pose. We look up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We curl our tailbone. We open the back of the heart. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Go 2 more with your breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. All right. Now inhale to a neutral tabletop. Go ahead and curl your toes into the mat. Our first down dog of the afternoon. So as we come into our down dog, we lift our hips up. Our ears are by our biceps. Our knees are slightly bent. Our heels are tractioning down towards the mat. We're looking maybe in between our big toes. Our fingers, I want you to grip your fingertips into the mat. Very nice. Your fingers are nice and wide. Slight bend into the knees. Very nice. Pedaling your feet out if you choose. All right, on your next breath, go ahead and look in between your hands and bring that left foot towards the left side. Very nice. Drop the back knee. Very nice. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Grab a hold of the right wrist, lift it all the way up to the sky. And as you exhale, fold over towards the left side. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Lift yourself all the way up. And release your hands down towards the mat. Very nice. Let's curl our back toes into the mat and step forward into our forward fold. Hands onto our shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto the hips. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Interlace your fingers. Lift yourself all the way up. Option here, if you want to come a little bit further, to lift your heels off the ground. Squeezing the ankles together. Very nice. Look up at the sky. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, fold over towards the right side. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, all the way back to center. Exhale to the opposite side. Feeling a nice stretch, sending your breath to the side body. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release back into your back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale. Exhale, back bend. Wonderful. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto the hips. Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. This time, send the left foot to the back. Coming into our lizard pose. So, bring your hands towards the inside part of your foot. Your right foot opens up to a 2 o'clock position. So, nice wide hips here. So, bring your feet to the opposite corners of your mat. All right, knee down if you choose for a little bit less. Make sure your front knee is over your ankle at all times. Breathing for 3, 2, 1. On your next breath, come back onto your hands. Bring your left hand right underneath your face, and the right arm reaches up towards the sky, opening up. Exhale, release it down. Working with our breath. Inhaling. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale, releasing it down. Very nice. Go ahead and bring your hands down onto the mat. Step your right foot back into your plank. Now, if your wrists have had enough, come down to forearm plank. Now we're working into our core. Make sure that your heels are over your toes. Make sure that there's a straight line between your heels to your glutes to your neck. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, come back onto your hands. Come into downward facing dog. Now, if you don't want to do downward facing dog, come into dolphin pose. So from your forearms, just lift your hips up. Maybe walk your feet in. This is an option. It's a little bit more strength here. All right, on your next breath, go ahead and reach the right foot so that it comes towards the right side of your hand. Drop the back knee, Anjaneyasana on the right side. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. So right foot to the right side of your hand. Very nice. Grab a hold of your left wrist, lift it all the way up. And as you exhale, send it over towards the right side. Breathing through that side body. Inhale, release the hands down onto the mat. Curl your back toes, step forward into your forward fold. Hands onto your shins. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Hands onto your hips, squeeze the elbows. Inhale, stand up, reach the hands to the sky. Very nice. Interlace your fingers, reach the index finger up to the sky. Option here, lifting the heels off of the mat, lifting up. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the feet down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean over towards the right side. Push your hips over towards the opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale, opposite side. Beautiful breaths, everyone. Inhale to center. 3 back bends, bending the knees, sending the hips forward. Fall back, look behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release your hands to your hips. Now bring your left foot, step it to the back of the mat, Warrior 2. So for Warrior 2, your back feet are parallel to, or they're pointing to the side of the mat. Your knee is over your ankle, and you want to extend your hands out. Now look at your front knee. If your knee is pulling in towards the inside, I want you to bring your knee over so that it is right over your big toe. Release your hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and as you exhale, release your hands down toward, soften the hands. Very nice. We're breathing. You should be feeling a nice stretch through the hip area, the groin area. All right, we're going to reverse our warrior. So as you inhale, pull yourself forward, palm of the hand reaches the sky, and as you exhale, send that palm of the hand all the way up to the sky. Very nice. Knee is still bent over the ankle. Opposite side. Yeah. Very nice. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle, palm of the hand down onto the shin. Inhale, reach the hand forward. Look underneath your shoulder, look up at the sky. On your next breath, inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Opposite side. So send your other hand towards the sky. Yes, very nice. All right, now straighten your front leg. And as you exhale, triangle pose, reaching your hand down towards your shin, towards your ankle, your other hand reaching up towards the sky, both legs straight. Lean back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, push your hips forward. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5-pointed star towards the edges of your mat. Hands reach up as a star. Push your hips forward, small bend into the knees, look up. As you exhale, forward fold. Now grab a hold of your opposite elbows and begin to sway side to side. Working with your breath, softening with your breath. On your next breath, bring your hands towards your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands down onto the mat. Work yourself up into a lunge position. All right, so left foot is going to come behind your right foot, and you're going to step both feet together so that your pinky toes are touching each other. Now, small bend into the knees. Very nice. Push your big toe mounds down onto the ground. If you want a little bit more, walk your hands over towards the right side. Breathing. For 3, 2, 1. Release your legs, coming into your forward fold. Now let's focus on our right foot. So squeeze your toes into the mat, squeeze your shin, and then look forward in front of you and look at a spot that's not moving. As you inhale, I want you to inhale, come to a standing pose. Keep looking at the spot that's not moving. Squeeze your right glute, and as you inhale, bring your left knee into your chest. You can use your hands here. Very nice. If you want to let go, if you want to open up your arms, you're welcome to do so. For a little bit more, extend your foot out, kick the heel out. Keep looking at that spot. You're still breathing, feeling the breath in the back of your throat. All right, exhale, release all the way down. Very nice. Now let's come into a tree pose. For tree pose, we're going to still work with that right foot. Now, I'm going to give you several options. The first option is going to bring our foot towards our shin. Our toes are going to be down. Okay? Your knee is going to be tractioning, pulling off towards the side. So your knee is not here, it's here. Right? Now if you want a little bit more, lift up. If you want a little bit more, bring your foot in towards your groin. Wherever you're at, keep your hands towards your heart. Push your hands together. Splay your elbows out. And look at that point in front of you that's not moving. Look at that tree that's in front of you. Breathing still, whatever you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Stay. Inhale. Reach your hands up if you choose. Very nice, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release all the way down. Very nice. All right. Let's inhale. Reach the hands up. Exhale, release the hands to the heart. Let's pass through the hips. And this time, let's reach our... can we do the left foot or the right foot? Huh? Right? Okay, so let's do the left foot back. Right? I think we're doing the opposite. Okay, so right foot back. Sorry, guys. All right, so warrior 2 on the opposite side. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, soften the shoulders down your back, extend the hands, look through that front middle finger. Breathing, softening down the hip. Enjoying this beautiful afternoon that we have. As we reverse our warrior, palm up to the sky, pull yourself forward, and that palm reaches up towards the sky. Reverse your warrior. Look up at the sky, bend into that front knee. Now the other hand can either reach down towards your knee, you can find your bind if you choose, but down towards your knee is perfectly fine. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm down towards the shin, other hand reaches forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Look up at the sky. We're breathing for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle pose on the opposite side. Three, two, one. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Pivot your toes parallel to the edges of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Now your option here is, we might be a little bit warmer into the hips. Your option here is to maybe grab a hold of your shins, your ankles, the baby side of your toe, and bend your elbows so that your elbows splay out and your head comes closer down towards the ground. Send your tailbone up to the sky. Pull your heart down and forward. Should be feeling a nice stretch into the hamstrings. Breathing in deep there. And as you exhale, soften. Command your body to soften. For 3, 2, 1. Hands onto the shins. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release your hands down onto the mat. Walk your feet forward into a lunge. Very nice. Now step your foot so that it meets both of them, both pinky toes, so opposite side this time. So this time my right foot is behind my left. And if I want to feel a little bit more sensation, walk your hands over towards the left side. Push your big toe mounds into the mat. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your hands back to center. Uncross your legs. Focus on that left leg. Grip your toes into the mat. And as you inhale, lift yourself up all the way to standing. Focus on a point that's not moving. Very nice. And bring your knee into your chest. Squeezing that left glute in. Squeezing your knee. Your core is engaged, your heart is lifting, your shoulder blades, squeeze them together. Breathing. Option here, releasing the hands by your side. For a little bit more, maybe kicking your heel out. Wherever you're at, honor yourself. Find a challenge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. Keep that focus on that point or look at the tree in front of you. And then bring your foot in towards your groin for tree pose. Now groin, leg, whatever you choose to do this time. Hands into the heart. Push your palms together. Elbows splay out. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here or inhale. Reach your branches all the way up. Squeeze your shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Release all the way down. Go ahead, shake it out. All right, very nice. Inhale. Reach the hands up. Open your legs nice and wide. Feet at 10 and 2. Bring your palms together. And as you exhale, sink your hips down low. Bring your elbows towards the inside part of your knee. Malasana. Now your heart is pulling you up, your hips are pulling you down. If this is too much for you, bring your hands down, maybe bring your hips up. We're still getting that sensation, that stretch. Send your heart up, open up your throat, look up to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Release your hands towards the back. Let's have a seat. Very nice. All right, so let's bring our left heel in towards our body. Reach the right foot out. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, release your right hand towards your toe. Left hand reaches towards the side. Now, bring consciousness to your bent knee. See if you can push that knee down onto the mat. Very nice. Use your hip flexors. Use your hips to push it down. If you can, bend your elbow, bring it to your knee. Your bottom elbow to your knee. As pull yourself in a little bit more. Breathe into that tightness. Soften the jaw. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach your hands up and over. Cartwheel them down onto the ground. Bow down. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach yourself all the way back up. Let's switch sides. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up. Exhale, send your hands off towards the opposite side. Reach, reach, reach. Very nice. Bend your bottom elbow. Pulling yourself in. Breathing. Bring attention to that opposite knee. Send it down towards the ground. Use your hips. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach your hands up and over. Cartwheel them down towards the mat. Bow down. Very nice. Inhale, reach yourself all the way up. Bring both of your heels together. Bring the toes together. One more time. We're coming into this butterfly pose. And this time, bring your hands, interlace them at your fingertip, at your toes. And then pull your knees down to the mat. Lift the heart up. Look down at your toes and see if you can bring your chin down towards your toes. Bring your forehead down towards your toes. This time you're curling in. You're pulling your knees apart. Breathing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift yourself all the way back up. Very nice. Go ahead and cross your legs. Bring your hands forward and come into downward facing dog. We're going to come into our pigeon pose. So from downward facing dog, this is the best way I've found to get into our pigeon pose. So we're going to inhale, reach the right leg all the way up to the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that front shin towards the front of our mat, that right shin to the front of the mat. So bring that knee forward, send your toes towards the opposite hand, and release into your pigeon pose. All right, so your front shin doesn't have to be parallel to the front of the mat. You want it as parallel as you can. But what you want to focus on is your hips. So if one of your hips is up, if one of your hips is down, see if you can square your hips. You should be feeling a nice stretch through the back leg, through the groin, and through the glutes. All right, bring your hands closer towards your body, towards your hips. Look forward, and as you inhale, lift your heart up. And as you exhale, pull your heart forward towards the top edge of your mat and release your palms down. Getting a nice stretch into the low back. This is great for our sciatica. Now send your breath. Take 5 seconds to breathe in, send your breath to your hips. Exhale, release it out. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding. And exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out of our pigeon, walk your hands towards your knees. Curl the back toe. Let's come into our last down dog. So inhaling, lifting your hips up off of the ground. Now inhale, left leg up towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring that shin towards the front edge of your mat, your foot to the opposite hand. So pigeon on the opposite side. Bring your hands towards your knees, bring your hands towards your hips, lift your heart up, look up at the sky, square your hips. And as you exhale, release forward, pull your heart forward. Now I like to do this little modification, it feels really nice. Bring both of your fists together and release your forehead down onto your fists. Gives you a little bit of a massage. Go ahead and release everything that you have. And inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your hands down onto the mat. Walk them towards your knees. If you want, downward facing dog, or just release yourself down onto your hips. Reach your feet forward. And release all the way down towards the mat. Coming into our happy baby pose, go ahead and bring your knees close towards your chest. Bring your hands in between your knees and grab a hold of the pinky edge of your feet. All right, so open your heels out wider than your mat. Pull your toes towards your shin. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. And bend your elbows just a little bit so that you feel a nice stretch into that groin area. And you're welcome to wobble side to side. Bring a huge smile to your face. Enjoy that beautiful sun on your face. As we exhale, come back to center. Release your heels together. Release the feet together. Knees splay out. Supta Baddha Konasana. Releasing your feet down towards the mat. Bring your right hand to your belly. Bring the left hand to your chest. Allow your knees to open up. Not Shavasana just yet. I know you're waiting for it. So in this pose, I want you to take a nice deep breath in. Imagine that your heart is lighting up with a bunch of fire as you breathe deep into your heart. And then as you exhale, see if you can send your breath down towards your navel, down towards your hips, feeling your body warm. Now as you inhale, come back, bring that energy into your heart. And as you exhale, imagine that it's moving up towards your neck, through the back of your neck, through the ears, through your third eye, through the crown of the head. and even behind you towards the soccer fields. Knowing that your energy is bigger and more brighter than you see yourself. And it affects all of us in this community, in this world. All right, on your next breath, come back in and bring your hands towards the outside of your knees. Close your knees like a book and prepare for your Shavasana. Extending your feet out long. You're welcome to cover anything you need to. Bring a blanket. If you need to cover your eyes, you're more than welcome to do so. And for Shavasana, I encourage you to make yourself as comfortable as possible. Releasing your toes, your shins, your ankles. Releasing your calves, your thighs, your hamstrings. Releasing the glutes. Releasing the palms of the hands, the fingertips, the forearms, the shoulders. Releasing the heart, the collarbone. Releasing the jaw. Releasing the eyes. Fully allowing yourself to soften. Laying still. Observing the sounds, the smells, the feelings. Laying still until I bring you out of it. slowly start to bring your breath back into your body, wiggling your toes and your fingertips, reawakening your body, getting in a full body stretch, sending your hands up and over your head, pointing and flexing your toes. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll over onto your right side into a fetal position. So, I want you to bring back your intention. Recall what it was when you said it at the beginning of your practice. And know that whatever you set your intention to be, that it is true. Allow yourself to fall into that intention. Allow it to manifest in whatever shape, way, or form that it's supposed to happen. Be open to any of those possibilities. And in this practice today, we've wrung out everything in our bodies. We've moved, we've breathed, we've connected. We're out in nature. So bring all of those elements in. Take a nice deep breath in. Send that into your body. And when you exhale, just know that you did something good for yourself. Feeling proud of yourself for your accomplishment, for bringing yourself onto the mat. With your next breath, go ahead and bring your left hand by your face, push it into the ground, and lift yourself up, still with your eyes closed, into a seated position. Reach your hands up and over your head. And as you exhale, allow yourself to bring anything that's up in the ethers into the heart, into the eyes. And I want to thank you all for showing up on your mat, allowing us to practice together in this beautiful day. As we close our practice with one word, it symbolizes the respect that we have for each other and ourselves. Namaste.